You know, the Bible said in Isaiah 54:16, behold, I've created the smith that bloweth on the fire, that he might bring forth a work for his instrument. And I have created the waster to destroy. Somebody say, this is God talking. In other words, God says, I've created your enemy. If enemies come against you, that means they have to be permitted. They have to get permission from God. Anybody in the spirit, if you would have been, you'd went ahead and shouted on credit right there. Look at your neighbor and say, if you ain't shouted at least 25 times, you better hurry and catch up. If you're going to be too far behind, you won't ever get a catch up on it. Hallelujah. He said, I've created the waster to destroy. The destroyer is the devil. He said, I have created the smith that blows on the fire, makes the fire hotter, so he can work and bring forth his instrument. Somebody say his weapon. A smith would make his weapon. The Philistine smith in their camp made the weapon that Goliath held in his hand. He was a big giant. Somebody say 9 foot tall. Stood out there in that valley of Shokoth. 1 Samuel 17, and even old tall King Saul was afraid. Wouldn't come out of his tent. And all the men of Israel were in their foxholes of fear. Here come little Rudy, little Puny, come somebody, David, out there bringing cracker and cheese from his daddy Jesse to his brothers. And they call him naughty, call him crazy. What do? You just out here to spy. And then the next 4 of us, amen, and he hears about Goliath. And little David says, what's the man going to get? It destroys this uncircumcised giant. To be uncircumcised in that time would have meant he don't have a covenant with God. David had a revelation of covenant. He was like the giant may be big, but he don't have a covenant with a big God like I do. Come on, somebody shout when you got covenant. And in the New Testament, it ain't circumcision. It's the circumcision of Christ. It's the cross. It's his shed blood. He's been cut for us. Come on, anybody here, Holy Ghost, if you got a covenant with God through the blood of his cross, somebody shout, ain't no devil too big. Ain't no enemy too bad. Somebody shout, you got more than this devil's got. If you've been to the cross. David said, what am I going to get? I don't know the prize, the reward the man's going to get that slays this giant. David being about 17 years of age. First thing King Saul said, well, you're going to get to have my daughter for your bride. That was enough for old 17-year-old David. Woo-hoo. Come on. Amen. I'm going to make you a house and your family. Amen. Every debt canceled. I'm going to give you the king's riches. Come on, man. David, my God, just stopped. That probably was more that could have been said, but he had to stop him and say in 1 Samuel 17:29, is there not a cause? Is there not a reason? Come on, somebody. I just want to stop and pause on the platform. Come on, somebody. God's presence tonight and proclaim. Glory to God. Is there not a reason? Come on. Is there not a reason to face whatever it is you got to face? Is there not a cause? Come on, somebody. There's a heavenly game. There's a real God in Zion. And tonight, the Holy Ghost wants you to know if you're going to see the defeat of an adversary that's larger than you, you're not going to see him defeated running from him. You got to face him. David said in Psalms chapter 11 in verses 1. He said, many are saying of my soul. There's in many voices again. Flee like a bird to your mountain. He said, but I'll trust in the Lord. Psalms 11 verse 1. The enemy was saying, run, take flight, flee to your mountain. Get out of here, run from this enemy. But David said, I'm not running. If I run, I'm going to run toward him. Because in 1 Samuel 17, that's what he did. While the men of Israel skewed into warfare, hid out in their foxholes of fear, David runs out to meet the giant. He runs out to face him. Come on, somebody. Hallelujah. And while he's running, the devil, that big Goliath, whose name in Hebrew means to strip and to denude disgracefully, he belittled David and said, you little rooty thing, all you are is a dog. You come to me with sticks, gonna run me off. Hallelujah. He said, I'm gonna take your head off of your, amen, Lord of God's shoulders today, and I'm gonna feed your dead carcass to king and his smooth stones he's got out of the riverbed. Come on, somebody. And he said, you uncircumcised tank, what you just said you were going to do to me shall come to pass against you. For what you have judged me today will be judged to you. I'm going to take your head off your shoulders and I'm going to give it to the fowls of the air and the beasts of the field. Hallelujah. And when it was all over, said and done, and the giant was laid on the ground for one stone, hitting him right between the eyes, David climbs upon that big 9-foot tall giant's back, pulls the sword out of Goliath's sheath that had been made in the fires of the smiths of the Philistines' camp, and the weapon that had been given to Goliath to kill David with, David now holds and takes his own weapon and cuts his head off. God made that sword. He let the enemy make that weapon for one reason. God created the enemy to create an instrument, a weapon in the fires of the smith, even for the waster to come to seek with that weapon to destroy God's anointing. That's Isaiah 54:16. That's right. The verse 17. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. Every tongue that shall arise against you in judgment, thou shalt condemn. For this is the heritage of the Lord, and their righteousness is of me, saith the Lord. I want you to know tonight, God created the smith to blow on the fire. He created the waster to waste. He created the enemy to build its weapon, its instrument of warfare, and he allowed that enemy to come against God's anointed for one reason, not so the enemy's enemy or the enemy's weapon could prosper, but that God would allow it to come that it could not prosper, for he would turn it around and give to the anointed what had been made to destroy them with, give it to them in turn, and they destroy the destroyer that came against them. Wow. Somebody shout, God made this thing. Somebody shout, he created this enemy to come at this time with his weapon that he's made in his own fire. For one reason, that he might give it to me and use this destroyer's own weapon against him. Wow. For some of you that ain't going through nothing, enjoy it. But take notes, because you won't need everything I'm preaching about right now. Wow. Hallelujah. Somebody say, the thing that's been formed against me shall not prosper. So if it's not going to prosper, guess what it is? The one he came against. Thus saith the Lord, let this be a sign unto you, says the Spirit of truth. The weapon that has been formed is a sign of a beginning of a prospering for you and this house. Even in thine own house shall you see a prosperity come. For I have watched you this week, and I have watched my saints, and I have watched how they have given. And I say unto you, the weapons that the enemy has designed to destroy you and yours with, you watch me, says the Spirit of God. You shall see you prosper instead of it. I will turn this in your favor, says the Holy Ghost. Wow! Now that was the early preach. I didn't want to come to preach. Because I wasn't preaching, I was prophesying. Hallelujah. Brother, play that first song I got back there. Thank you, Jesus. is mine. Yeah, there's no God as big as mine. Too big a problem, just can't find. It makes no difference what the devil tries. I'm telling you, there's no God as big as mine. Now when the devil's called a while, how he wants himself so proud, and he's telling you all the things he'll try to do. Well, it's looking on in the face, but that old devil right back in his place. Tell us, oh God, Jesus has figured his mind. Yeah, there's no God as big as mine. Too little problem, just can't find. Makes no difference what the devil tries. I'm telling you, no God as big as mine. Oh, there's no God as big as mine. Too little problem, you just can't find. Makes no difference what the devil tries. I'm telling you, no God as big as mine. Try.